Character and plot. Character are the people or animals in a story. The plot is the events that happen in the story. So we have four different events that we're going to talk about. You have the conflict, which is like the problem in the story. You have the rising action, which is where the problem is building up. You have the climax, which is like the turning point in the story. And you have the resolution, which is how the story ends, how the problem is solved. So you're going to read the story about Brett and John, who are imagining that they are racing cars, but really they're water bottles, and one wins over the other one, and they try to figure out why that one keeps winning. We'll come to find out it has more water, and or it doesn't have any water, so therefore it's faster than the one that does have the water. And so you're going to list the characters. Well, they would be Brett and John, and they even have a friend Ted that comes in. So you'll list all three of those. What's the problem in the story? Well, they're racing the water bottles and one keeps winning. What's the rising action? What keeps building up? What's the turning point in the story? Turning point is also like the most suspenseful part where you cannot put the story down. You have to figure out what's going to happen next. And the resolution is how the story ends. How did they solve the who's winning the water bottle racing contest? When you're done with this side, you're going to turn it over on the back and you should see compare and contrast. We've worked on this a bunch during this unit for study. So we have Kara, and she has her own bedroom, and her brother, he also has his own bedroom. And Kara keeps getting water on her ceiling, but yet her brother, whose bedroom is right next door, doesn't have any water on his ceiling. So you're going to read through the story, and you want to tell me, why are they trying to compare and contrast the two bedrooms? What is happening in this story that they're trying to figure out and solve? What's one way that the rooms are the same, and what's another way that the rooms are the same? They mention that in the story. How are her and her brother's rooms alike? Two different reasons, one for number two, one for number three. Number four, which is what I think is the easiest one, is how are Kara and Bill's room different? What's happening in one that's not happening in the other? You can cross off number five. We're not going to do number five. Let me know if you have any questions.